I found the program actually through online, just through doing some research. I was looking for something that was different, that was an amazing program that my children were going to be able to grow with. You know, Eden started the program when she was 2 and she's now graduating at the end of this year, which is very exciting. We're very proud of her. And Lily similarly started the program when she was 2 also. So she's now 4 years old, and both my girls absolutely love SHICHIDA. They look forward to coming every week, to seeing their friends, to seeing their teachers, to interacting, to learning new things, to hear everything that they did throughout their class. You know, just that rich learning, that nurturing mind that's going on. You know, the new skills, new things, their achievements throughout class. You know, as a parent, you can't ask for anything more than that. It's absolutely extremely of paramount importance to keep your children in this program and let them finish the program, because, you know, even things like recitation or, you know, memory, the things my daughters remember is just phenomenal. Like where my husband and I, our jaws literally drop just from seeing things, you know. For example, Eden can, like she's doing music at the moment. So she started violin when she was in grade 1. And the way she remembers the piece of, you know, her violin music and being able to play that music. And not only that, her teacher will teach her something, but she picks it up like that to be able to read music, the notation, and then apply it. And then it's just phenomenal, you know. And again, that's thanks to keeping her in the SHICHIDA program through her primary years and seeing her finish out the program. I think if you want to see maximum progression, maximum achievement from your child, you need to give them the best opportunity, and the best opportunity is through keeping them through the SHICHIDA program right up until the conclusion of the SHICHIDA program. So with Eden, you know, she's now reading absolutely anything and everything. She's actually just excelling and blooming, you know, basically the world's her oyster. She can read a newspaper article, she can read any sign. She's only 8, but she can read anything and everything, which is phenomenal, you know, and that is thanks to the SHICHIDA program, instilling in her that love for learning, that love for reading. She's got this great passion, you know, and it's just phenomenal. We've been really lucky. She was in the top literacy group last year, her top numeracy group as well, you know, with her violin as well. She's just, you know, come in leaps and bounds. She was actually asked to play for her end of year school concert, which was just a huge achievement. If you can imagine a little grade 2 up there with a violin playing in front of a crowd of, you know, 500 students, that was just phenomenal for her to see her up there. And again, this is all SHICHIDA. Everything comes back to SHICHIDA and the way the brain, you know, the Western system of education, you get the left brain, but through SHICHIDA you also get the right brain. So you're working both sides of your brain at any point in time, you know. I would love it if every child in Australia could do the SHICHIDA program, if it was something the government could fund, because those multiple exposures to the different styles of learning, the different ways of learning, the different processing of information is something that you don't see, and you basically just see it in the SHICHIDA program. It's not something you're going to see out there. So, you know, highly recommend. Again, the questions she's asking me, but why is it that way? But why is it this way? But why isn't it this way? And why is it working? To have a 4-year-old asking you questions that are such at a high level of thinking is just extraordinary, you know, absolutely extraordinary. And again, Lily's involved in music and, you know, her outside activities, her tap, her jazz, her ballet, the confidence from SHICHIDA, the resilience that she's building, the teamwork when you're part of a team at SHICHIDA with 5 or 6 other students in the class, you then bring that to your external life. So, you know, being a pandemic baby, to see her now, she was an introverted baby, become an extrovert, where she's getting out there, her confidence, she's having a go at everything. I'm going to have a go, I'm going to try, this is all SHICHIDA. A child wouldn't develop all of those skills without the SHICHIDA program. So what the SHICHIDA brings, I think what it brings is the Western system of education fused with the Japanese system of education. The more I looked into the Japanese system of education and the way things are taught and the way things are learned. So, you know, the mazes, for example, that's not something that you would see out there, but the mazes creates, both my girls are at the stage where they can look at a maze, they can see the starting point and the end point without having to put pencil to paper. So again, this is the right brain learning coming through. You know, they're doing compositions when they're so young and manipulation of objects. They're actually touching. The kids get that tangible focus. They're not just given things to rote learn, because that's not how they learn. They learn through doing and hands-on activities. So everything they're doing, say it's a composition of 5 plus 3, they're given blocks to actually manipulate, and seeing that manipulation happen, they're then able to then get their answer. But then that transfers then onto, for example, a worksheet where they're blocked. So because they already know the blocks, they've manipulated blocks, they can see, okay, there's 5 blocks there, you know, they don't even have to count, and they're able to compute quite easily. They know these answers. This is what's different about SHICHIDA. The kids are constantly touching, they're feeling, they're using their 5 senses, which they don't use in other programs programs at all. So I think for me it was the progression and the building of the skills and the building development. It's like developmental blocks. Do you know what I mean? It's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, and I absolutely love that about the SHICHIDA program. That is just an amazing thing that I think no other program in Australia actually offers, you know. When you look at other programs out there, there's nothing that even compares, you know. There is so much that is packed into the SHICHIDA program, which is just absolutely amazing. And I think the SHICHIDA program understands the young mind and that they don't have an attention span, so they're constantly moving and doing different activities. You do an activity for 1 minute, then you're moving and you're moving and you're moving. You're not expected to sit there, if that makes sense. And you know, the teachers are absolutely wonderful. Their patience, their understanding, their kindness, their thoughtfulness, just being relatable, and a sense of empathy as well when you work with children, you know, is just huge. And I see that executed in every class since my daughters were quite young, you know. And I think that, yes, the teaching program, you need the teachers, you need the whole package. And this is where I think SHICHIDA has the whole package, which makes it absolutely amazing.